Hello, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, and in this segment, I'll be going over how to conduct a chi-square. Now, the chi-square is an important test because it allows you to quickly compare and find out if there's an association between two categorical variables. So in this demonstration, what I'll be showing you is if there is an association between cardiovascular disease and diabetes, cardiovascular mortality and diabetes. So let's go ahead and get started. So when you take a look at tables and then descriptive statistics, actually go back and go into descriptive statistics, then you go into crosstabs, then you select a variable, and for this exercise I've selected diabetes versus cardiovascular mortality. Again, is there an association between diabetes and cardiovascular mortality? So let's go to the second one down, which is statistics. And so chi-square I've selected, phi and Kramer's V I've selected. Now this might be important and useful when you're looking at effect size. And then I've selected risk. So hit continue, and then go into cells, the third one down, and take a look at observed, expected, and then under percentages, select row and total. And then under non-integer weights, you can keep the round cell counts. So again, I'm going to go over this again. Under counts, you select observed and expected. Under percentages, you select row and total. And then under non-integer weights, you select round cell counts. Hit continue, and then select OK. And one thing that's important is you might find that some of your table is cut off, and so it might be important to take a look if there's anything remaining. Here it's not. So the first thing to look at is what percentage of the data was used. In this situation, there was no alternative. There weren't enough data for cardiovascular mortality. However, we were able to glean some information. So I'm taking a look at, under the circumstances, this is actually a good data set. And you're able to run chi-square very easily. And so when you run the chi-square, you find out, for those of you listening who might be interested, that the p-value is actually less than 0.05. And it's interesting to take a look here. So continuing to look at the chi-square test, the Pearson chi-square is the full name that you're looking for. And in terms of the significance, it's actually not significant, unlike what I had expected. And then if you look at the Fisher's exact, we see the same thing. So there is no significant association between diabetes and cardiovascular disease, at least from this data set. So here are the effect size if you're interested in that, phi and Kramer's V. And then there is a risk estimate. And again, as you can see, there's not any sort of significance in here in the risk estimate. So that summarizes everything that you need to know about chi-square, starting from what test to run and where to find it. You again go under descriptive statistics, and then under that you go into crosstabs, and this is where you go into the chi-square and end up with the findings. I hope you've learned something here. Thank you for listening.